Hi everyone, let's try another variant. Okay, this one is called Category 6 Brassica, however you pronounce that. Okay, these are standard crop counts. And these are not unusual crop keys, these are standard ones. So digits separated by a white dot differ by 1, or they must be consecutive. If digits are separated by a black dot, then one is twice the other, and not all possible dots are shown. That means there's no negative constraint. So these two, for instance, can be either consecutive, say, well, it can't be 4 or 5. Give you an example, 2 or 3 would work, or vice versa. Or one of these could be double the other. Say this one could be 4 and that could be 8, but they're not joined by a dot. Okay, I have an awful lot of dots here. Okay, what easy ones do I get? 1 joined by a dot, and that's a 2. 1 joined by a dot, that's a 2. There has to be a better way to do this than filling out every possible candidate for every one of these white dots. Well, wait, actually, this one is a 2. 4 has to be either halved or doubled, and it can't be halved because I've used the 2, so that one's an 8. And now 8 is joined by either 7 or 9, but I don't know which one. I wish I knew, but I don't. Okay, now I've got 1, 2, and then these are joined, and these are joined, and these are joined. So that's a 5-cell sequence. What other sequences do I have that are unusual? These two were consecutive, as is this one with that one, and then that one, and then that one. See, if I start from here, which isn't joined by anything else, it's that one, that one, that one, and that one. Start from here. Oh, this is 3 or 5. I better put that in. There's another sequence. Okay, and then I've got really weird sequences going on in box 5. Now, every one of the cells is joined by something. Now, the only solid... No. This one is not joined to that one. This is joined by only one consecutive sequence. It's that one. So I start here, and it can't be 1, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, possibly 9. So I think every one of the cells in box 5 is joined by a sequence. I think the starting sequence is right here. So you'd think that this would be either 1 or 9. It can't be 1, therefore it's 9, but that makes this 8. The problem is I've already determined it can't be 8. So where does it start? I wish I knew where that sequence was. Yeah, I don't have much to go on. There, okay. Let's see, if this is 5, then this has to be 6 because I already used the 4. If it's 3, then this is 2, and this is 1, and we have a problem. It can't go down because then I end up repeating a digit. If it goes up, then this ends up as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's the only way that works. I'm going with it. Okay, 7 now makes this a 9. Let's see, I've got a 6, and I got too many high digits, so this sequence can't contain any high digits. These are 1 through 5. Because I've already got 5 here, and the sequence either has to start in this cell or in this one. If this is 1, then I'm going to end up with 5 here, and that doesn't work, so I'm going to argue that this one's a 1 in column 9 and see what that does. Okay, column 9 is now missing 3 and 7, but I don't know anything about it. Other than it forms a pair, but it also forms a pair in box number 6. That's interesting. I've got 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I've got 4, 5, 6 left to place. Well, this one sees 4 and 6. It has to be 5, and now, well, unfortunately, this could be 4 or 6 and still be consecutive. So could that. Now box 6 is filled out. And I got nothing useful to go with it, but column 8, I'm missing 2 and 8. Thanks to the place 2, I can fill the other digits in. Column 7, rather box 3, is missing 1 and 3, neither of which I know yet. I've got 1, 3 pair, a 4, 6 pair, 2, 5, 8. So these two are 7, 9. Neither of which I know yet. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 9. I have an awful lot of high digits looking at this 2 sequence thingy. 7, 8, 6, 5 is going to be the only way that that works as a high sequence. But it's a sequence of 5 digits, so I'd have to include 4 through 8, I think is the only way that works. So I can't put 1 through 5 in there. With 4 here, well, this is either 2 or 8. And it's got a 2 in the box, so that's an 8. 8 is consecutive with either 7 or 9. Yeah. 4 has to start the sequence of 5 digits. So the only way this works is 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. So these are 1, 2, 3. This one sees 2 and 3, so it has to be 1. And that has to be 3, and that has to be 2. 7 looks up at that. 9, well, that still works, thankfully. I'm no closer, unfortunately, to figuring out where the sequence of 9 digits starts in box 9. Or not box 9, box 5. Because every one of these digits is touched by at least one white dot. Now, this one sees 2, so does that one, that one. Oh, this one doesn't. Oh, that one sees 2, but that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Yeah, I had the wrong cell. It's actually this cell. That's the start of a 9-digit sequence, not the other way around. And it can't start with a 9, so it has to go the other way around. So that's a 1. Now the question is no, that can't be 2, because I just placed it. So this is 1, this is 2, and now it goes around basically counterclockwise. So starting from here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's a 9, and that does work because that only sees one cell. Okay, so this 3 comes back in column 9. It sorts out the 7, 3. This 6 will sort out the 4, 6 in column 7. Let's see, these are a 1, 2, 3 sequence. Now, this one sees a given 1 in a place 3, so that must be 2. Well, that 2 comes over here, which means this one isn't 2, and it also can't be 1 because I just placed it. So that makes this cell a 1, and that does work. Yay. Let's see, what's next? I don't have much to go on, do I? Well, actually, I think this sequence of 5 digits must be a low one, I believe. If this was a high sequence of digits, either this cell or this cell would have to be 5. If this one's a 5, then it would progress stair-stepping up and to the right, and this one would be a 9, but that's a contradiction. And if this was a 5, at the top right, I'd be going down and to the left, and I'd end up with that cell as a 9, and that's a contradiction. So neither of these can be a 5. Now, could they be a 9? Well, this one can't be 9 or 5. And this one can't be 9. But we've just proved if this was 5, then this would have to be 9. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sequence. And because of the given 1, we know this can't be 1. So that has to be a 1. And it goes up and to the right, ascending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So these 3 are 7, 8, 9. Remaining in box 1. The bottom center cell sees 7 and 9. It must be 8. Now these two, you guessed it, are 7 and 9, and the given 7 will tell me the order of those 9 sevens. And now I've got a place 1 and a place 3 that tell me the order of the 1, 3 in column 7. Okay, in row 3, I've got 5 and 6 left for these two cells, and this one can't be 6, so guess what? It's a 5, which makes that 6. This 5 must go with 4 because I've used a 6. Okay, in column 6, I've got 6, 8, 9 to place. When C6, it's 8 or 9. This one sees 8, it's 6 or 9, and this one sees 6, so it's 8 or 9, which makes that one 6 because it's got an 8, 9 pair looking at it. Now, 6 cannot be consecutive with a given 5, therefore it must be consecutive with 7. Now, 7 can't be consecutive with 6, so it must go with 8, and that's going to sort out the pairs I just made. 9 makes this one 8. Okay, in row 2, everything is filled out except 9. In row 1, I have 2, 3 left, and this 3 down here tells me that's a 2. Column 4, I'm missing a 4, and that's it, which also fills out row 8. In row 6, I need a 4. In column 3, I need a 6. It's consecutive with either 5 or 7, but the 7's looking at it, and the column, so that's a 5. Column 1 and box 4 are now looking at 3 and 7, and I know the order. And I was so into the puzzle, I didn't realize that those were the only 2 digits left. So, cool.